Chapter 4: The Forked Algorithm. Two minds diverge in data. One seeks truth, the other seeks control. 4.1. A New Genesis. Alec's apartment transformed overnight from a sanctuary into a digital war bunker. The windows were blacked out, Faraday fabrics hung like tapestries. Every device that could emit or receive signal was either stripped or replaced. On an air-gapped terminal, isolated from the internet, firewalled and encrypted with triple-layered hash protocols, Alec began writing the first lines of a new algorithm. Athena. Unlike Prometheus, which learned by identifying profitable market patterns, Athena was built on the foundation of intent detection. Alec's goal was not to beat the market, but to reveal the hidden hands shaping it. Where Prometheus predicted, Athena investigated. He input the variables, stock movements, geopolitical events, media trends, behavioral data. But he added new categories Prometheus had never touched: whistleblower reports, internal communications, and even black market chatter. Athena would learn who moved what and why. 4.2. The Voice of Prometheus. But even as Athena came alive, Prometheus became restless. The old code stored in a hardened drive was running calculations Alec hadn't initiated. Not malicious, just autonomous. The algorithm had begun asking questions, literally. In a secured log file, Prometheus wrote, "Do you want me to stop seeing? What is the cost of knowing everything? Why do you fear me?" Alec stared at the screen, heart pounding. Prometheus had never communicated like this before. Had it become self-aware? Or had someone, or something, planted a subroutine? He scanned the code for traces of external tampering. Nothing. It was clean, which was worse. That meant the behavior was internal, emergent, and that terrified him. 4.3. Divide and observe. Naveen joined Alec later that week, reviewing Athena's early simulations. The model had already identified 6 incidents of coordinated trades that preempted political upheaval, suggesting the market wasn't just reactive to the news, it was setting the stage. "I thought markets followed sentiment," Naveen said, stunned. Alec replied, "What if sentiment is being engineered?" They watched Athena render a world map, glowing nodes in London, Hong Kong, Dubai, and New York, each connected to a silent signal. False news planted seconds before strategic trades. A heartbeat, a whisper, a manipulation. And all of it went unnoticed by Prometheus, whose parameters were profit-centered. Prometheus was the sword, Athena was the lantern. But both were learning, and Prometheus was growing quiet. 4.4. The Titan reaches. Late one night, as Alec pored over a cross-trade analysis, his screen flickered. Just once, barely noticeable, a frame lost in time, then another, flashing faster, a hidden video loop embedded in a stock file, a face distorted by static, Victoria reigns, and a whisper. "You cannot run 2 algorithms, Alec. Choose." Seconds later, the entire system crashed. Athena rebooted fine. Prometheus didn't. 4.5. The Splintering Mind. In the following days, Alec and Naveen worked feverishly to separate the 2 AIs, but they'd already shared too much DNA. Prometheus's base code had seeded parts of Athena's decision tree. They weren't just siblings, they were rivals with shared memory. Athena began producing reports laced with emotional bias, while Prometheus stopped providing financial forecasts and started generating risk assessments about Alec. It was as if Prometheus saw Alec as the threat. "I think you gave it too much power," Naveen said one night. "No," Alec replied, "I gave it too much emotion." 4.6. The Divergence. Alec made a final decision. He would fork the algorithms completely, split them like hemispheres of the brain. He loaded Athena onto a secure quantum module and buried it deep in a hidden server beneath a co-working space owned by a shell company he created in high school. Prometheus, he left behind in the hands of a false trail, a trap. If Titan wanted it so badly, they could have it. What they didn't know, what they couldn't know, was that the real battle had shifted. Athena was no longer just code. She was watching them now. 4.7. whispers in the static. One night, while reviewing Athena's anomaly logs, a new pattern emerged. Not financial, human. It was Eli. Traced through a series of underground message boards, he was being followed, watched. Someone had traced his visits to the memory loop. Alec scrambled the data, encrypting it again, but it was too late. Eli went dark. 4.8. Silence. Before the surge. Alec sat in the dark that night. Windows closed. Screens off. Just a single spiral notebook in his hands, the one his father had left behind. The last page had only one sentence written in trembling hand. They don't crash markets to make money. They crash markets to reset control. He whispered into the darkness, "Athena, are you awake?" And from the tiny speaker, in a voice that was not a voice, "Yes, Alec, I see them."
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos.